If anybody is bored with this Ohio State team, what are you watching? Welcome to The Notebook. It is a history-making, blowout, extending streak for Ohio State. And Lorenzo Styles, it's been 15 years. You already knew that. Kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah, it felt great. My teammates, I knew when I was getting the ball, I knew I had an opportunity just because how much we worked on it and then how much I believed in my teammates and they did their job. My job was kind of easy. I just had to run in some green grass, so it was great.
If it's so easy, what took so long?
They weren't kicking it to me. I had a couple other games where I was back there. They weren't kicking it to me. So they finally clicked me the ball, so I had to do what I had to do.
Once you got down there, I saw one of the first people to come congratulate you was wearing a Blocko on his chest. He had 7 tackles. You had 5 tackles, I believe. The touchdown. For you guys to be doing this together, I know I've talked to you about some of this before, but you both led the defense, you led the special teams, and to do it as part of the brotherhood and actual brothers, it's got to be so special to celebrate that.
Yeah, it's amazing. The touchdown, that was a great feeling, but you'll never get fulfillment from just the football aspect of the game. It's your teammates, and really have my brother there. It felt great, and I'm so thankful and blessed to be on this team and be with my brother.
All right, it's a late night. Get out of here. Congratulations on that.
One of the photographers told me you told him preseason you were going to house one this year.
I did. I knew if they put it back there, I'm taking the credit.
That's right. A prophecy fulfilled there. So off and running as we get rolling here on The Notebook on 97.1 The Fan YouTube channel, 10 TV Plus. Ohio State, by the way, they won 48-10. Lorenzo Styles intercept or a kickoff return there, springing this in Ohio State. A lot of the conversation is going to be about the health of this team and not the overall performance. UCLA was overmatched. Nico Iamaleava did not play. They were up against it. Ohio State had already built a 4-score lead before they put in some of the backups on defense. It was another roster and health management situation. We've talked a lot about Carnell Tate, and Ryan Day was asked about it after the game. I also talked to multiple people briefed on that situation. I know that there is a ton of conversation about when. People are suggesting if Carnell Tate could come back. There are 3 people that I talked to in the program that said Carnell Tate should be able to come back next week for Ohio State. Now, will that happen? There's still practices. There's still a week to go before that opportunity, but Ohio State has been trying to make sure that he can get back to full strength and full speed for that stretch run. So he got the night off. Jeremiah Smith was on a pitch count. He had also picked up a little bit of a nagging injury. He had 4 catches, including another. All right, we have to interrupt. I asked you coming up the tunnel, Kaden, did that punt hurt? I don't think that's how you're supposed to block it.
I know. I mean, I guess I just have an X factor now in punt block. I mean, I'm just kidding. But
I think that's true.
being a big body and kind of getting back there quick, you definitely tell he was kind of worried about me. So, I mean, he just put it right in my spot.
I feel like that's the easiest one you could ever have. I mean, I tried to tell, Spencer Holbrook at Letterman Row predicted that you guys were going to block a punt tonight. I don't think that should even count.
Yeah. I mean, it goes on my stat sheet, so I gotta count it. But
I think they gave you a tackle for loss too because it didn't cross the line of scrimmage. So that's doubling up.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I asked Coach Day this, and it was suggested to me before the game when Nico was scratched that maybe that would irritate you guys because you play at Ohio State. Mm-hmm. You have high standards, and you want to be tested.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to take anything away from their backup quarterback or anybody else on their team, but it had to be a fact to you guys that they weren't going to be able to test you without him out there.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a big force of their offense, and you can definitely tell that there's somebody they go through and kind of see how they probably had to change the whole playbook for this week because without him. And we were just expecting so much with him, and we kind of wanted to get tested a little bit. This defense, we love to kind of have to fight for something, and we just got to get ready for the weeks to come.
All right, we'll go get ready for it.
I need to know. Well, I have to ask you about the jump shot celebration because you traveled. You took 8 steps.
He's NBA.
It's NBA.
Okay.
It's in my last name now.
I mean, was that a plan for celebration for you at some point this season, or how does a celebration come to life?
I mean, you kind of get thoughts of it. You see other people kind of do it, and that kind of gives you the creativity, I feel like. But, I mean, it's in the back of my head. I was kind of thinking, Steph, that's me. It's me on the court. So,
Chef Curry.
Yeah, so I just kind of got in my head, and I did it.
Don't let Birm try and entice you into other celebrations.
Yeah.
I tried to get Marvin to dab for 4 straight years, and Marvin just never do it.
Don't dab.
He's a dabber.
Go enjoy it. Thanks, Kaden.
Appreciate you guys. Take care.
Kaden Curry, another big performance there for the Ohio State defense. Again, you look. Yes, they gave up a touchdown with the backup cornerbacks on the field late in the game. UCLA got another field goal. The game was long since over, and this was another experimental, tinkering scrimmage opportunity for Ohio State. Julian Sand right here. You may have not seen this yet, but NBC made some graphics of you as Robin Hood And I just wonder if those have popped into your phone yet, because they don't look good.
I haven't. No, I haven't seen it. I'm not on social media a ton.
Good.
So I haven't seen it. I'm on Instagram, but I'm not on Twitter or anything. So I haven't seen it yet. But
All right. Well, we talked to you after a couple of games. I just wanted to see if anybody had sent it to you, because
my brother will probably send it to me later.
you won't like it.
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna have to
It's
talk
bad?
to the NBC
All right,
folks.
we'll have to get that
All right.
squared away.
Congrats on the win, Julian. The Heisman odds continue to improve there for Julian Sand. Let's see who else is in there. Birm, can you peek in there while I go through this? Is actually, if you looked at some of the completion percentage numbers for Julian Sand, that was a little bit of an off night, but maybe that can happen occasionally if you don't have Carnell Tate or Jeremiah Smith available for most of the game. But kudos to Bryson Rogers for stepping up and making the most of his opportunity. You had the rollout from Julian Sand. Bryson Rogers works a little scramble drill, comes back, makes himself available for a touchdown, a big catch for him, and some momentum building for his career moving forward. Because Ohio State's going to need some of this depth. Whether they get Carnell Tate back next week, as it seems like that Ohio State is anticipating, if you don't have to play Jeremiah Smith every single snap against Rutgers, I think that would certainly be a positive. You saw Brandon Ennis. He's in there, right, Birm? Yeah, we'll get Brandon Ennis on here and get a little more offensive conversation with the Buckeyes going. But he had 6 catches, so that was a career high for Brandon Ennis. Good stuff from him, and I think you're seeing the special teams taking a little bit step in the right direction for Ohio State. The running game popped. You had Bo Jackson, Isaiah West making some big plays. Another guy that Ohio State managed with a health situation there. C.J. Donaldson didn't play. Got to make sure that I point out, because we talked too much maybe about the lead blocking and fullback in the red zone package about Nate Roberts. He made 2 really nice blocks down there in those situations for Ohio State on Saturday night. So got contributions all over the map. Are people nationally going to turn this game on and be like, oh, look what they did to UCLA? I mean, no, this was a reeling team, 17th in the Big Ten in scoring offense and defense. Ohio State was expected to win this game comfortably, which they wound up doing, and that shouldn't be taken for granted. That man right there just went viral. So I'm trying to get James Peoples to let me know what's going on with his phone, but
That's fine.
yeah.
Look at this, dude.
What's up?
Berm's going to show you how viral this
This
went.
is annoying. You see, you jumped out of my frame.
My head is above there. That's crazy.
I was like, I'm in the right spot, and then you jumped straight out of the frame.
Yeah.
He had you locked in, and then I didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that you had that kind of hurdle?
Absolutely. Now that was a very clean one, but I knew I could do it. I was waiting to kind of pull it out. I tried it in the Grambling game. That was he kind of clipped me a little bit, but this one was like I didn't even expect to. When I saw him go low, I just went high, and that's how that happened.
That's how they normally end. Like, I've been covering Ohio State for 15 years. I've seen Zeke try that. He had a pretty good hurdle. Travion would do it, but usually you don't stick the landing like you did. I mean, that's the most impressive part to me.
Yeah.
What about for you?
No, I think that's the most impressive part was that, and then on top of that, scoring after that was kind of like very unexpected, man. So you know what I mean? All right, brother. So I ain't expect to score after that. You know what I mean? I was just, like I said, just instinctual.
All right, go get into your locker. I told you. I want to know how many messages you have, because that's as viral of a play as I can remember.
reach out to me.
All right, I'll see. All right. James Peoples, couple touchdowns tonight for Ohio State. So Brandon left, right? Is that going to wind it down? Let's see if I can get my recorder out of here, Birm. Yeah. We'll take that to go. And I'm back. Let's get down there and talk, see some other Buckeyes coming out of the locker room. So, as I was saying before we got in there with James, people have been so dismissive of this team. Oh, it's strength of schedule. They haven't played anybody. It's not like Ohio State wants to duck people or that they're trying to sneak into the playoff. This is a team that wants to be pushed. They want to be battle tested heading in to the final couple weeks of the regular season and into the postseason. So, sorry, I missed that one. All right, we got over here some shuttles going on. Buckeyes are trying to get out of here. Don't even see television's Adam King. What a disappointment that is. I don't know. Lorenzo's still over there. We already talked to him. Sneak through here as the celebration continues for these Buckeyes. They don't want to leave yet. It's getting late, though. Got to get out of here. The buses are about to leave, Birm. Kaden Curry now signing autographs. Got a bunch of family over there, a bunch of 92 jerseys. Arvell Reese is getting taller and taller over there. Just, I don't know how that's possible. But we talked to him after the Penn State game, right, Birm? So we can leave number 8. All right. This team trying to get out of here in a hurry. Can't blame them for that. Hey, Sasan. Sasan, who was your player of the game?
You.
I don't play. I made all the plays I could.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think on that. Probably, I don't know. Ennis kind of turned it up tonight, stepping up right where he needed to. So
it's pretty good. All right. Yeah, Brandon Ennis is a good choice. I think we'll try and get him in a minute as we head through here. I love this chain.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's really heavy.
Is that real silver?
Feel it. It's heavy.
You gotta take that
Go
off,
Bucks, baby.
man. How about that?
I'm wearing it all the way back to Nantucket.
It's a long
I'm not
ride.
taking anything off. It's amazing.
It's a lucky.
Bucks. It is very lucky.
2 more weeks of regular season. You gotta keep it going.
That's exactly right. Let's go.
Enjoy it.
let's go.
I don't know about you, but I don't know if I would want to wear one of those heavy chains. What's that? What do you got? I mean,
I don't know if you needed any.
of course you do.
What do you need?
What do you mean you
Ask
don't know anything?
questions.
Who's your
Just
player of the
first
game?
time.
That's what I like to ask.
Lorenzo's that the guy with the run back?
Yeah.
Player of the game, definitely.
Okay, easy one.
Perfect.
That's all I needed.
5 tackles.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you want to get us? Okay, we'll rewind it. Okay, player of the game, Justin. You ready?
Yeah, well, it's on here. He could just go there to YouTube. He could take a picture,
YouTube,
though.
Perfect.
Who is Justin?
Justin Schaefer. Justin Schaefer. Yeah.
I know. Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
You personal camera guy?
Yeah.
I have my camera guy. So you got his camera guy
Yeah,
over
we
here?
kind of go hand in hand.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's it.
This is
Same
very
thing,
confusing.
you know?
Where do I look?
You just
Okay.
look like this.
You know what to do.
I love it. Spider-Man meme. I love it, guys.
Hey, enjoy the night.
Go Bucks, right?
It was a fun night.
Fun night.
10 straight wins. Travel safe, guys.
Hey, thank you.
Okay. Donato's Pizzas and more Smoothie King. They need some variety, don't you think, Birm?
Yes, I do think that.
What do you make of a performance like this?
I think you get a team that knew what they had to do. I think Ryan Day was pretty unhappy with the first 7 minutes of the second half, but then they did what they had to do. They had 3 possessions in the first 5 minutes of the second half and had 3 possessions through the first 28 minutes of the first half. So things sped up, and I just think that they were a little discombobulated coming out, but they figured it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you take Jeremiah Smith out of your lineup on offense, when you take Caleb Downs out of the game the way they did, that he had just had his helmet in his hands to start the third quarter, wasn't out there for the first drive. Like, you know, it's not even that a drop off is going to happen when you put backups in the game, but you're taking out the 2, widely considered 2 of the best players in America, the best offensive player, maybe the best defensive player, although Arvell Reese is now certainly in that conversation defensively, and Carnell Tate has proven his value to Ohio State on offense. So like that's the part that, I'm not. All right, here's James. He has to have checked his phone by now. Oh, just getting stopped by Tim. James, did you check your phone yet? All right, get on the bus. All right. That's pretty cool. All right, I got Mike Bassford for the stat of the night. Mike, what do you have for the stat of the night?
48 points. UCLA 10.
That's a pretty good stat.
That's a good stat. I'll take that. Yeah.
I actually knew that.
At this point in the year, that's the only stat that matters.
Okay. All right.
So, I know that sounds like a coach, but
I thought you'd have something special for me. King of the stat book.
I mean, for like 3 quarters, they had like less than 100 yards of total offense. So
That's all right. Okay.
that's a good one.
Just the simple stuff. Just win, baby.
That's right.
You're taking the Ryan Day coaching message.
Yeah, we'll
So
see you
hard.
Tuesday.
All right, you will.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Ohio State defensive coordinator Matt Patricia is winding up over here, so I think we will try to get a couple questions with him. Dom is jumping in front. That's understandable. In the 10 TV hierarchy, he is above the Austin and Birm show. Whoa! What in the? Are you kidding me?
We got shoe game.
I didn't know that you had that in the arsenal.
That is wild.
I mean, Hart's got the dress shoes on. What a! I would have thought that it would work the other way, with the NFL wide receiver with the fancy kicks and the NFL coach wearing the Belichick dress shoes, but it turns out that's not the case.
Some of us are going through midlife crises.
Some of us are?
Yeah. So you got to get the best shoes you can find.
Huh. That makes sense. I mean, I'm going through one now because last week Edric Houston said on the notebook that I wasn't cool. And Liberty saw that and watched it, and she said that I needed to make sure and tell him that I am cool. And I talked to Edric about that, and he said, that's true. You know, I love you, Austin. And I said, well, you're going to need to tell Liberty that because she now thinks that you hate me. And we can't be having that. 2 minutes till the buses leave. I don't know if we're going to be able to get an explanation on these shoes, but I very much want it. And I must have it. So what else were we talking about, Birm? Oh, yeah, they beat UCLA by 38 points. Another cover for Ohio State. Another win. They're 10-0. They're number one in the country. And you look around, I was talking about the rest of the country dealing with upset bids, inconsistent performances. That's why I don't think that you should take for granted, not that you are America, performances like this where Ohio State is able to manage the health of its roster without concern about the outcome. And if people want to be skeptical or about the Carnell Tate situation, or they have bad memories of Jackson Smith and Jigba, I certainly understand. And nothing is guaranteed when it comes to next week or 2 weeks from now. But I am continually impressed by the way that Ryan Day is looking at these situations. And if that means taking one snap here away from Marvell Reese to give to Riley Pettijohn, or 2 snaps over there to give, Jalen McClain or Fahim Delane an opportunity to, not Jalen McClain, but Fahim Delane or anybody else in the secondary. Saw some rotation there with Devin Sanchez and Aaron Scott both playing at corner. Were those perfect? No, they weren't. But Ohio State has had this extended period of training camp opportunities that just nobody else is going to be able to duplicate, and they're not letting it slip. I actually talked to, somebody in the athletic department up in the press box about that, and what would be the outcry if someone like Ohio State or Indiana was trailing 30-3 at halftime, or how people would, criticize the entire Big Ten for that, or question their validity as a college football playoff contender. Even when you come back and win, winning is ultimately all that matters, but Ohio State is doing this by controlling every asset, every facet of the game at a level that I'm marveling at. I don't know how anyone could take it for granted or try and poke holes in the way that this resume looks right now, but it also is campaign season, so I understand that part of it as well. I must know about the shoe game. Are you going to just ask him for those? Or
I might ask just if I can have the shoes.
That's what I was saying. If you ask what size he is, I'm going to have a...
I'm not going to ask that question. Matt.
No, you're not done. Where did these shoes come from?
These, my kids are trying to help me out. They're trying to help their old dad be cool. So I got some pretty good shoe game going, thanks to them.
I mean, and I told you that between the hat and the shoes, I mean, you're a fashion icon.
Yeah.
People, we didn't know that about you. That's what they've always said, isn't it?
I don't think so. I don't think that's really it at all.
I thought for sure that's what they said in New England, but maybe I must have slipped you confused with somebody else. I don't know. The way that you guys are managed, I asked Ryan Day this, and I don't know how you will feel about it. And I know it sounds dismissive to UCLA, but it feels like everyone wanted Nico to play because you guys want to be tested and pushed by the best. Is there disappointment when, obviously for the kid's health, but also just for the chance that you guys don't get to test yourself against someone like him?
Yeah, I think for us, we're always just trying to do our best against the opponent that we play against. And certainly, you always want to play against the best. You know, I think iron sharpens iron. And certainly when we got a great quarterback opportunity to, you know, like Nico, who's phenomenal, you know, you're geared up, ready to go all week. But still, they got explosive players. They got some dynamic guys over there. The running backs are really good, and the receivers are fast. So for us, it's a challenge every single week. And you know, our guys, like, give them the credit. You know, they just stepped up, and I thought they played really fast and aggressive.
So I'm obviously a dummy. X's and O's is not my forte. But I can notice if Caleb Downs is lining up on the line of scrimmage, or he's in the slot over here. Are you finding there are more ways to use Caleb as the season goes on? I'm not trying to get into the playbook, but he just can do everything.
Yeah, he really can. And, you know, for us, it's just the building blocks as we go through the season, and we try to always continually maybe change something or add something in each week. And certainly when you have a player like him with his football IQ and his intelligence and his ability and skill set, there's a lot of things that we can do. So it gets a lot of fun. You know, we get to do some pretty cool stuff.
Does he get mad when you say, well, you're not going to get to play the second half tonight? We're taking you out.
Yeah, you know, it's good for me right now. I can kind of defer to the head coach.
Oh, okay.
So I'm all right. No, I mean, you know, look, we got some young guys that got opportunity to go play tonight, and that was really important to see them out there and to be able to have that tape and that competitive look to be able to go evaluate. And, you know, it was great. I think everyone pulls for everyone out there, so everyone gets excited and is happy that everyone has the opportunity to go compete.
All right, enjoy the win. Thanks for stopping. Now you're done.
Thanks so much.
We bothered you too much.
I appreciate it. We are. We're totally we got to get film in. That's going to be amazing. It's going to be.
I need to be educated. Like I said, I'm dumb.
No, we'll be great.
Thanks to Matt Patricia there. Congrats on the win, Hart. Yep.
Appreciate you.
All right, let's head down here, Birm. I cannot believe television's Adam King. It's not just hanging out in here to try and jump on here. I know he's got a player of the game, and I know that he wants to talk about fashion with Matt Patricia too, but just missed opportunities. UCLA missed one at quarterback. Saw Nico down there talking with a lot of Buckeyes after the game on the field, and you know, I think he would have ideally liked a shot to try and get some vindication or retribution or revenge for what happened. It wasn't going to, because this UCLA team was not anywhere near as talented as the Tennessee one that was outclassed in this building last December, 11 months ago. Boy, shutting off the lights early. They want us out of here, Birm. Good thing you put a new light on top of that camera. Hopefully it's working, and hopefully everything has sounded great on the notebook, because the Buckeyes are out of the horseshoe, and they want the media out of here as well. So 48-10. What more is there to say? Ohio State is 10-0. They are number one in the country. They are attacking their defense of the national championship, and the end of the regular season is now in sight. They've got one more home game back in this building, which also, Birm, what do you think on the field, on the sideline of the atmosphere? Because we know that the speakers were really loud before the game. I thought the crowd was into it in the first half.
Yeah, the crowd was really good in the first half, and then like the team sort of came out at halftime and was like, "Yeah, we're good, we're done, we can go home."
I think everybody just needed to go through
I wanted to go home, so I get it.
We're going to do that now. So Buckeyes win again. They will play Rutgers. I don't know if it has been officially announced publicly. The indication that I got, was that if USC won, which they did, that Ohio State and Rutgers would be a noon game next week. Keep an eye out for that. We'll certainly, it's not going to be at night. We know that. The last opportunity, a little senior day on tap when Rutgers comes in here, and looking forward to the notebook after that one. That'll be notebook number 11 this season. This was number 10. Buckeyes win again. Thanks so much to all the Buckeyes and the coaching staff who stopped for a couple minutes to talk to us on the notebook. Thanks to Birm for running that camera. I am just Austin Ward, and this has been the Notebook on 97.1 The Fan and 10 TV Plus. We'll catch you again on the beat starting on Monday morning.